So we've got the weekly New World patch, and it comes with something pretty important. So let's check it out. So basically, as you can see here, it is the Barnacles and Black Powder expedition. Obviously, this was delayed, but now it has been fixed and they're bringing it to us. The patch is coming tonight if you're on the Pacific time zone, or first thing tomorrow if you're pretty much in the UK or anywhere else. Well, not anywhere else, but you know what I mean. And the first point is the brand new Barnacles and Black Powder expedition and the mutation sets are now going to be live with this patch. It's in Cutlass Keys if you didn't already know that. Now, what's very important here is that the group finder does not seem to be included. That is apparently still being worked on, and that really is not really a big surprise because that was crashing the PTR quite a few times, so they're obviously making sure that that isn't going to happen to the live servers when they do bring this live. But that to me is really a big omission because I think that's actually going to be a tool that a lot of people are looking forward to, and weirdly it might bring people back because it then makes the life a bit easier and they'll be like, I can just casually get into a group. So without it, it's really unfortunate, and a bit of me wonders what's going to happen to the monthly updates we get, because until we get that fixed, are they going to come on and do a video and be like, yeah guys, we've not actually fixed that yet, so yikes, sorry. Either way, it's a big omission and they really need to get it sorted as soon as possible in my eyes. Then the notable fixes here, there was an issue which was basically meaning that if you were doing the PvP arenas, they were counting to your expedition run limit, so you would do a PvP arena and then you'd have less expeditions you could do. Really weird bug, sort of suggests a bit of spaghetti. So what they did is they actually upped that limit to 25. Presumably they're going to turn that limit back down to 15 because they now think they fixed it. This next fix here is just relating to the music. I personally play with the audio off, so I never really listen to these, but you know, for some of you I'm sure that's important. I always find updates like this one fixed a handful of rare server crashes and errors. Weirdly, I was playing on Barry the other day and the server just crashed and I couldn't get back on, so you never know what's the cause of those. Hopefully they're just sort of maintaining it here so it doesn't happen as frequently. That's good news, I guess. Now this next one I've actually seen quite a bit of. Basically server transfers weren't really working properly. I think they were like taking people's tokens but not actually letting you transfer. So yeah, it sounds rather minor, but considering that's like a paid function, you really need that one to be working, otherwise it just feels really weird and really bad. The next one here with this hidden stashes, the hidden stashes are basically what's gone away now because we have those stages in the towns where you get the gypsum from. Apparently people are still being able to find hidden stashes, which is weird, but it's supposed to be disabled, so they've now disabled it. I literally don't know what this one is. Added a speculative fix for an issue that caused faraway players and objects to appear frozen. Now I just don't know, maybe it's in Outpost Rush or maybe like in Wars, maybe when you see people far away they just look like they're not moving. I haven't seen that for quite some time myself, but you know, they've apparently put in a speculative fix, which is good enough for me for now. Now the next one, there's a little bit of confusion in this one because the world and regional transfers now have a 3-day cooldown after use. Well, the regional ones, or at least like the world ones I should say, where you transferred from region to region, that already did have a cooldown of 72 hours from what I can remember. I think they introduced that in May. This change appears to be setting the ones where you're transferring within your region, so your region to your region, they appear to be changing this to also 72 hours. In my mind, that does not go far enough because I think it should be at least like a week, but it's an improvement and yeah, it is what it is. They fixed a visual issue impacting music sheet description text within the buy panel of the trading post. Personally never saw it, but obviously always good to have. Now I'm very intrigued in this one because they said they've improved the visual polish for the song selection menu during a musical performance. I don't know what that will be, but it'd be interesting to see that one. Apparently one of the skins on the store wasn't the right color, so they've now sorted that as well. And finally, you can now rebind your space key, which I think you used to be able to, but then they sort of made it so you couldn't, and now they've said there's improved confirmation messages when rebinding your keys to the spacebar. I'm presuming that means you can now bind it properly and it will work. I never tried to rebind my space key, but you know, maybe some people did and it was affecting them. Overall, this is a very solid patch, right? Perfectly fine for a weekly patch. Bring back the expedition that we sort of expected to be delayed anyway. It was never planned to come with the big patch. They were always going to delay it. It's unfortunate that they had to delay it like 1 extra week, but that's reasonable enough. As I said, the big omission here is that group finder. I think that's a very important tool for the game, and when we get that, I think a lot of people will be happy. As I said, some people literally might come back for that. Hell, I haven't done an expedition in quite some time. I just generally prefer post rushes, but if I can just go into the game, you know, find a group that's easy for me, there's a lot less stress about it because you can do multiple for free. I think the group finder's pretty important. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see when we actually get that. No mention of it here. It could be on the forums and I just haven't seen it yet because this is only like an hour old, but yeah, very important tool for my mind. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I hope you have a most beautiful day. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.